Hi everyone, it's Rax bringing you another Diablo 4 video on one of the most important topics in the entire game, the Renown system, written by my great friend Teo, the godly Diablo 2 player. So the Renown system is essentially your fame in Diablo 4, and you could call it horizontal progression, where it doesn't directly take you through the game and you can kind of complete it as you're doing everything else. But to me, the term horizontal progression means it doesn't really necessarily help you very much, and that is not true. The Renown system is essentially a reward for 100%ing Diablo 4 and understanding how it works, the rewards it gives you, and eventually learning how to do it as fast as possible in a new season is going to be a huge factor in how powerful you are. So let's understand how it works. So in every single zone, you have your own renown. And it's essentially how famous you are. And if you unlock all of it, you get some major rewards. So when you get 80 points, you get a skill point. At 100, you get an extra potion charge, so how often you can stay alive in a fight. You get some more skill points as you climb your way up, and at the end, you get 4 Paragon points. So on launch of Diablo 4, there are 5 zones. So this means that you get 15 skill points from Renown, and you get 20 Paragon points. You don't need to play the game to understand that that is actually a huge boost in power for your characters. Another thing is, as you're playing through the Renown system, it unlocks it globally for all of your characters. So if you go down here, when you unlock these, it applies to all of your characters. So what that means is you can start off a season playing one character that can just rip through the game very quickly. And then when you have all the renown, or most of it, when you create your other characters, they're going to be way stronger. And in fact, let me demonstrate this very quickly in Paint so you guys can see how this works. So let's say I start a brand new character in a season. Here's my barbarian, okay? And then you have the Diablo skill tree. Okay, you start with your basic skills. Okay, you spend 2 points, then you go to your core skills. All right, then you go in here. I can't remember what the next skill tree is called. You know, whatever it's called, shout. So you go over here. Okay, so this is how you progress through the game. Well, the very first barbarian I make at level 1 has got absolutely nothing. I get to level 2, I put in a point. I go to level 3, I put in a point. Now finally I can pick up my whirlwind or my upheaval or my rend. So it takes me till level 5 when I'm doing anything, right? But if you rip through the game and you destroy the renown early with a character, then when I make my barb as my second character, I start with 15 skill points. 15 skill points is enough to pick up Flay, Enhanced Flay, the other Flay, Whirlwind with 5 points into it with both upgrades and Leap and a Shout. That's what you're starting with at level 1. Level 1, you're just way, way stronger. So it matters. How quickly you can get through the system and understanding it is going to make a huge impact, especially if you like to make multiple characters. So how do you get renown points? Well, just running around and exploring the map is going to give you points. Not that many, but some. You got to find the waypoints anyway, because Diablo 4 is a huge world. So you're going to want all the waypoints. You can quickly teleport between them, then get on your mount and get to wherever you want to go. The altars of Lilith are like little hidden things that we'll talk about in a different video. Pretty much kind of like, I call it the Final Fantasy mentality, you know, the old school Final Fantasies. Whenever you see something a little weird in a room or on a wall, you got to check and see if there's something hidden in there. Well, usually in all those, there's an altar of Lilith. It's going to give you more points. Strongholds are huge. Will probably be my next video. Probably one of the coolest things in the game, and you need to do them anyway because it unlocks more portions of the map, and it gives you 50 points per stronghold. I think there's 3 in every zone. Don't quote me on that. I think there's at least 3 strongholds in every zone. So for a total of 15 in the game. The side quests, there are a ton of side quests in the game. And sometimes you could do a lot of these simultaneously. Sometimes you pick up a side quest, it takes you to the stronghold, and then it unlocks a dungeon, and then you do a dungeon. Okay? So definitely, as the game evolves, as there's more zones, the renown system will expand, and it will give you even more points. So becoming familiar with it and getting really good at unlocking it is going to be key if you're one of those players that likes to play season after season after season. And of course, we'll make a guide where we analyze it and speed run through the renown so you can just dominate. Some tips and tricks. Stages 1 through 4 are obviously extremely important in all the zones. That way all your characters have all your skill points. We need to find a good route. We'll probably find that for you. Sellers don't give you any points, and neither do events. Woody's come online. Nice. So maybe don't do those early on. And that's essentially it. So pretty quick video. We don't need to make it any longer than it needs to be. But make sure that when you boot up the game, that you open the Renown system and you check it out. You're going to need to rip through this. It makes a huge difference in your character's power. Even though it is kind of a horizontal progression system, it like happens just as you normally play. It's a lot more valuable than it is in a lot of the other games. And I think that's very good design by Blizzard. Blizzard incentivizing you to 100% the game and to go do all the little quests and dungeons and strongholds that they've built, I think is good design. I think it's going to add longevity to the game. And it's going to be very interesting a few years down the road into Diablo 4. I might go back and watch this Renown video and see how much they've expanded it. And it'll be fun to see what all you're going to have to do to 100% the game a few years down the road. That's all for the Renown system. Ton of more videos are coming. I'm going to try to make a Diablo 4 video like every single day until launch. And we'll try to teach you everything about the game. Thanks, guys, and happy holidays and happy New Year if I don't hear from you before. Later.